Imagine a world with more than a million weapons. It would be fun if you had lots of options playing with those various guns, but also boring if all they just hit and defeat enemies. Let's change that. But there is a big reveal for you at the end. I might actually mention it midway, so please watch the video till the end. This is an early development project called Project AI. I don't have art assets ready yet, but will do with whatever I have. In this game, there will be various types of enemies, but they all will have their different unique patterns, puzzles, and weaknesses. Here comes the core feature of our game, gun crafting. You can create many different types of weapons, ranging from shooting bullets to beams. Let's see how. This is our game maker panel. Here you choose the components for the gun, and here are the stats. Stats aren't set yet, so you can ignore them for now. Let's start with the engine. The engine decides what effect your projectile will have. Is it fire, is it freeze, or is it charged particles? There are 9 of these, but today we are going to focus only on 3. Then comes the shaper that decides how you gonna shoot your projectile, like a beam or an assault rifle, tracking projectiles, or ricochet. We next choose the battery for our weapon. The battery serves as ammo magazine for our energy weapons. Plus certain effects are differently compatible with some specific type of batteries, like for some it will increase damage or for some it will increase rate of fire. Lastly, we pick a grip for holding the weapon. There are 2 more components called augments and fortifiers, but we will discuss about them in the future since they are not fully ready at the moment. Combining all these components will affect all the stats shown here on the right hand side. So you have to pick the right component that suits your needs. So let's make our first weapon. Let's try to make something like a shotgun. So we'll pick this spread shaper and we'll pick a fire engine. Although we don't have any effects to show right now, but let's just assume that it does a fire damage. Now let's just give it a name. And let's see what it does. As you can see, it shoots like a shotgun. Let's make a second weapon. This time we will create a beam, a charged particle beam. So for this we will pick an engine that will be particle, and you can also choose flame, you can also choose fire or freeze, it doesn't really matter. But currently we are making particle beam, so yeah. Let's just give it a name and let's see what it does. As you can see, it shoots a constant beam, completely concentrated in one single area. Let's try to create a ricochet bullets. So we pick this ricochet shaper, or we can just call it a ricochet. Let's just give it a name over here. As you can see, these bullets will bounce off the ground. You can create a million different types of guns like these to defeat your enemies in the game. Before we continue, this is a very small channel. It would be really helpful if you share the video to the like-minded people or the people who just like to play games, shooting games, or maybe like Souls-like games. It would be really helpful to grow this channel. Now it's time for the reveal. That is the title of the game. Yes, the game has a proper final title now, and that is